Welcome to Utah's Fly Corner. I'm Johnny Utah. I'm going to show you how to tie Matt Midge. It's a pretty simple midge pattern. Guide style kind of fly. Quick, easy tie. Catches plenty of fish. It was devised by a man named Matt Miles. Pat Dorsey talks a lot about the fly, and it's a pretty well effective fly, especially on fish that are keyed in on the midges. It's great at this time of the year also for little black stony imitation. Hook I'm going to be tying it on is size 18, Mustad R50. I like this hook because it's got a nice wide gap on it. The wire is pretty strong for catching some midge and hogs. It's a good fly. Tie it right down to size 24. If you can go lower, smaller, by all means, tie them. Going to need uni 8/0 black. Wing's going to be white Zelon, and the hackle's going to be grizzly hackle. What midge fly isn't a midge fly, you know? It's got grizzly hackle. So I'm going to start my thread up by near the eye. Just going to wrap, touch and turns, right on back to about the barb. Break my tag off. I'm going to bring the thread back up, touch and turns, about halfway. And stop there. So I'm going to tie my Zelon. Now that's a piece from the whole hank. You can go whole hank on the thing, but I don't like the wing to be that heavy. So I take about a third out of it. Or rather, about, I don't know. I basically take a quarter out of it. So I got about that much. But just hold down on the top, pinch and loop. Get her on the top. Take another tight turn over your pinch and loop. Take a look where she's sitting. I like to throw one on the shank. It's going to lock everything in real nice. And then tie down your Z-line on the way up. Make sure you leave room at the head. Trim your Z-line off. And just run down to the head. Run the thread back up. Stop at the back of your wing. Now, I like to leave the wing whole for right now. I don't like to cut it right away. Excuse me. Let me get my hackle ready. All I like to do is just stroke a little bit of it back. And then just come in with the scissors nice and close to the stem. And trim those hackle barbs off. Then with the good side of the feather facing myself, catch it in with a loose turn. Make sure it stays on my side. And then just touch and turns. Wrap right on down. To get to about to where you got your taper for your head. At that point, it helps if you throw in a half hitch. You don't have to, but it'll stop your thread from jumping down on you. I missed on my half hitch. We'll throw a half hitch in there. Got it that time. Then we're going to wrap our hackle. The hackle's a little short, so we can get the hackle pliers out. I already tied a couple flies with it. Take palmering. With this, actually I'm going to forego the hackle plier. Let's take palmering wraps forward, one full turn in the back, and then palmer up to the front, and one full turn in the front. Catch your thread on the way up. Do one on the hackle, one on the thread, one on the hackle again. And then just catch everybody with the finger and thumb and sweep everybody back. And just wind back up, forming the head. Caught anybody, get them out of there. Hackle, because you wound back over it, you can break it off. And then just go into the whip finish. Tighten your whip up. Snip your thread out of there. Now I like to hold the wing. I get my hackle back in order for me sweeping it back. She's looking good. Now with the wing, I like to just take my scissors right on the bend of the hook and just snip it. You can rough your wing up a little bit. You can see how she's sitting. A little bit of fuzz on her. That's Matt Midge. You can substitute out the white Z-line for some brighter poly yarn, like hot pink McFly foam or McFly line, or just any bright color. That way, in high glare situations, you can actually see the fly pretty easy. But under normal conditions, this fly is very visible on the water, and it fools plenty of trout. It's a durable fly. It's well worth tying up. I'm John in Utah. Check me out at my site, www.utahsflycorner.com. Thanks for watching.